Hi, Centennial families. This week we wanted to give you a glimpse into what we as teachers and staff members spend our time doing on Wednesdays. We've got so much going on here that helps our teaching and supporting of students. Right now we're especially focused on filling gaps in kids who struggled a little bit during, our crazy COVID times. So we're focused on that. We're also focused on building enrichment activities for those who are not struggling, because there are some kids that have just come through this beautifully. So we're focused on both of those things. So enjoy these videos, pictures, and some words from teachers about what we spend our time on Wednesdays.
Kindergarten teachers usually use our Wednesdays to plan. That means sitting down, and it usually takes about an hour or 2 hours to just plan for what we're doing in the classroom. Normally we would have to do that during the day or our lunch breaks or stuff like that. But Wednesdays we plan, and then that also gives us a chance to plan for our kiddos who have had to be in quarantine, because it's our responsibility to teach them as well when they're home. So we get to find all the online materials, make packets, deliver if we need to your homes. And it's been nice to have that day to make sure we get all that done for our kiddos.
One of the things that I use Wednesdays for is really diving into all the assessments that we're taking during class and diving into the data and really focusing on how I'm going to use my small groups in class. I'm going to differentiate my lessons and really provide wholesome, important work for each of my students.
All right, so our Wednesdays really give us an opportunity to collaborate not only with our grade level teams, but also with other professionals in the building in different grade levels, as well as the other support professionals who work with our students to make sure that we're filling holes in our reading, make sure that we're doing the things that we need to do to get them where they need to be in writing, all of those really important things.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Slater, and I just wanted to talk to you about what us teachers here at Centennial do on Wednesdays. So one of the first things that we do is we have IEP meetings, and those meetings are held so that we can work with students to see where they need to go and have their goals met. We also do team collaboration, where we are able to work with our teammates and collaborate and see through data where we need to go to fill those holes and what needs to happen next in the classroom to meet each student's needs. We also plan hands-on lessons that take a little bit longer, so we're given some time to be able to plan those engaging lessons and to hit and fill those gaps and holes.
Hi, I'm Kira Skinner. I teach 3rd grade, and on Wednesdays I have the ability to do a lot of the leadership roles that I have as part of my commitment to the school and to the kids. So I sit on several committees, and on Wednesdays, I have the time to plan for those and meet with the leadership teams and run those committees, and it reduces my level of stress throughout the week, which then, in turn, makes me a better teacher for my kids because I'm not as stressed and rushing around and trying to accomplish things.
Okay, so then that brings us to if we have kids in quarantine or that have missed something. This is a perfect time for me to plan that out. Plus, when kids are in quarantine, we still have to deliver whatever it was or whatever it will be. It's so nice. We're not playing catch up anymore. We're trying to plan forward. So when we do that, we can take the lessons that we're going to have and we can adjust them, because it's a totally different thing to deliver a lesson to a group of captive children versus over an iPad where they're going to have to do it from home. And we can also set up meetings with parents that way. Meetings is the other thing we get done on Wednesday. I do a lot of parent communication. I'm able to do all of the meetings. So typically in a week, if we would have no Wednesday, if there's an IEP kid, that's a specialized learning plan for a kid, maybe special ed, maybe it's occupational therapy, maybe it could be anything. I can get all those meetings done, and I don't have to have an aide cover my class. So it's just, again, it's one of those things that we have to do. By law, we do it. But if I don't have to do it during my learning time, then my planning time and my teaching time is kind of preserved at that point. Another thing we do when we're working in Wednesdays, and this is why sometimes we stay until a little bit later, is we can make sure to have cross grade level planning. So like this week I'm taking a couple of kiddos from first grade and I'm just backfilling something they didn't get. I have some kids who were in quarantine and they just weren't there for the live lessons, so I just pull those out. But I have to have time to plan for that, and because I've had time, I've been able to pull them out. We do a quick 20-minute lesson. We're just backfilling some holes that they have, and it helps me to know what's going on in first grade, because they can come back and go, make sure to do this, this, and this, and we have all that time to get it done and get it done right. So as much as it feels like, I'm sure people have the misconception that it's a day off. It's not a day off. We work hard. I've stayed late Wednesday nights till 6 or 7 o'clock more times than I'd like to admit. Once you get planning, it's hard to stop. So yeah, that's what we do on Wednesday.